My aunt spread rumors I was sleeping around when I got pregnant at 19. When her precious daughter got pregnant, I revealed at the baby shower that the father was her husband's married brother. Now their whole family is destroyed. 4 years ago, I found myself pregnant after a birth control failure with my boyfriend Daniel. We were young but committed, both working steady jobs, saving money, and ready to build a life together. Daniel proposed right away, and despite our age, we had a solid plan for our future. Enter my Aunt Margaret, the self-proclaimed matriarch of our family's moral standards. The moment she heard about my pregnancy, she turned my life into a living hell. It started with subtle digs at family dinners, comments about loose girls and children having children, but it quickly escalated into a full character assassination campaign. She'd corner relatives at family gatherings, spinning elaborate tales about how I must have been sleeping around because no decent young man would get a girl pregnant without planning. She even had the audacity to tell people she'd seen me with different guys around town. Complete lies, but the damage was done. Her rumors spread through our extended family like wildfire. The worst part? Her lies reached Daniel's conservative family. His parents started pressuring him to demand a paternity test, nearly destroying our relationship. It took months of stress and tears to repair the damage she caused. Throughout all this, her precious daughter Rachel would sit there with this smug little smile, clearly enjoying watching her mother tear me down. Over the years, Margaret never missed a chance to use me as a cautionary tale. At every family gathering, she'd parade Rachel around like a trophy, bragging about her perfect grades, her proper boyfriend from a good family, and how she was doing things the right way. Rachel ate it up, adding her own little jabs about how she'd never end up like some people. Fast forward to 2 months ago. Rachel announced she was pregnant, and Margaret went into full grandma mode. She immediately started planning the most extravagant baby shower our town had ever seen. The whole time, she kept making these pointed comments, comparing Rachel's blessed event to my youthful mistake. Then came the twist of fate I never expected. My friend Nina, who works at the country club where Margaret's family are members, sent me a photo that made my jaw drop. It showed Rachel in a very intimate embrace with Vincent, Margaret's brother-in-law. Yes, Rachel's married uncle. I sat on this information for days, watching Margaret and Rachel continue their holier-than-thou act. Rachel had told everyone her boyfriend was away for work, a convenient story no one questioned because, after all, she was the good one. Every time I saw Margaret at family functions, she'd make some snide comment about my past, completely oblivious to her daughter's secret. The baby shower was exactly as over-the-top as expected. 50 women from Margaret's social circle, all gathered in her pristine backyard, sipping champagne, except Rachel, of course, and celebrating this perfect pregnancy. Margaret was in her element, making her usual speech about how wonderful it was that Rachel had waited until she was ready and done things the right way. That's when I decided enough was enough. During the gift opening session, when Rachel was cooing over some overpriced baby outfit, I stood up. The timing was perfect. Vincent's wife Octavia had just arrived late to the party. Actually, Aunt Margaret, I said loudly enough for everyone to hear, I think there's something you should know about doing things the right way. The room went silent. I pulled up the photos on my phone and started passing them around. The father isn't Rachel's boyfriend who's away for work. It's Uncle Vincent. They've been having an affair for over a year. The chaos that followed was spectacular. Rachel burst into tears, immediately confirming everything. Margaret started screaming, her perfect makeup running as she realized her carefully constructed image was crumbling. Octavia, who had just picked up her phone to look at the photos, let out this gut-wrenching sob that silenced the entire party. Someone called Vincent, who was confronted over speakerphone in front of everyone. He confessed to everything, begging Octavia for forgiveness while Rachel screamed that they were in love. The baby shower descended into complete chaos. Women rushing to gather their purses and leave, Margaret trying to control the damage, and Octavia having to be physically restrained from going after Rachel. In the aftermath, Octavia has filed for divorce. Vincent moved out of their family home and is apparently trying to make things work with Rachel, who's dropped out of college. Margaret has become a social pariah. Turns out her country club friends don't look kindly on women who shame teenage mothers, while their own daughter is having an affair with her married uncle.